Welcome to Echoes Beyond, where history meets mystery, legends challenge reality, and the greatest questions of our past are waiting to be uncovered. I'm Echo, and together we'll journey beyond the known. We've searched for lost civilizations. We followed legends across oceans. We questioned history. We explored myths that refuse to die. But what if every mystery we've investigated has been pointing to the same question? What if history is only part of the story? Long before cities, before kings, before history was ever written, there was only one question. Who are we? It is a question every generation has asked, every civilization has answered in its own way. Some look to the stars, some look to the sea, others look beneath their feet, searching for the voices of those who came before. For thousands of years, humanity has searched, not simply for where we came from, but for what we've forgotten. Over the past season, we have traveled together across continents, through forgotten civilizations, into myths, legends, and mysteries that refuse to disappear. We searched for the truth behind the Anunnaki. We questioned the legend of Atlantis. We walked the perfectly planned streets of the Indus Valley. We witnessed the collapse of kingdoms that once ruled the ancient world. We stood before monuments that continue to challenge modern understanding. We followed the stories of a flood remembered by cultures separated by oceans. Each mystery seemed different. Each journey felt unique. Yet slowly, something unexpected began to emerge. Patterns, connections, questions that refused to stay buried. History often arrives in pieces: a broken tablet, a forgotten city, an unfinished monument, a legend passed from one generation to the next. Each discovery offers another fragment, but fragments alone cannot tell the whole story. Imagine opening a book to the middle chapter. You would know the characters. You might even understand the events unfolding before you. But without the beginning or the ending, would you truly understand the story? Perhaps that is where humanity finds itself today, standing somewhere in the middle, trying to reconstruct a past we only partly remember. Our search has never been about proving extraordinary claims. It has never been about replacing evidence with speculation. Instead, it has been about curiosity, about asking questions, about recognizing that history is a living discipline, one that continues to evolve with every new discovery. Some ideas explored throughout this series are well supported by archaeological and historical evidence. Others belong to mythology, tradition, or modern speculation. Understanding the difference is not a weakness. It is what allows us to explore these mysteries with open minds and careful judgment. The past does not become more fascinating because we abandon evidence. It becomes more fascinating because reality has often proven stranger than we once imagined. Every excavation, every deciphered inscription, every newly discovered settlement reminds us that history is never truly finished. There is always another question waiting beneath the surface. Separated by deserts, by mountains, by oceans, ancient peoples developed remarkable civilizations, each shaped by its own environment, beliefs, and challenges. And yet, across vast distances, we encounter echoes of familiar themes, stories of great floods, monumental architecture aligned with the skies, legends of lost ages, questions about where knowledge came from and how it was preserved. These similarities do not necessarily point to a single origin. Some may reflect shared human experiences. Others may have emerged independently as different cultures sought to explain the same mysteries of life, nature, and the cosmos. What makes them so compelling is not that they provide easy answers, but that they invite us to keep asking better questions. Imagine, for just a moment, that every mystery we've explored was placed before us, not as separate stories, but as evidence. A detective does not solve a case by studying a single clue. A historian cannot understand the past by examining one civilization alone. Every artifact, every ruin, every forgotten legend adds another piece to a puzzle that may never be fully complete. Tonight, we open the case one final time, not to prove, not to convince, but to connect. Our journey began with one of history's most debated mysteries, the Anunnaki. In the oldest surviving writings of ancient Mesopotamia, the Anunnaki appear as powerful deities connected to creation, kingship, and the order of the cosmos. Over time, those ancient texts inspired many interpretations. Some remain rooted in mythology and religion. Others, particularly in modern popular culture, imagine the Anunnaki as visitors from beyond our world. There is no archaeological evidence confirming those modern, extraterrestrial claims. Yet the enduring fascination tells us something important. Human beings have always looked to the heavens for answers, whether through faith, myth, or imagination. The stars have long represented a place where our biggest questions begin. Perhaps the mystery of the Anunnaki is less about who they were and more about why every civilization looked upward when asking where we came from. Then, there was Atlantis, a civilization said to possess extraordinary power, only to disappear beneath the sea. The story comes to us through the writings of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. For centuries, scholars have debated whether Atlantis was inspired by a real event, a moral lesson, or a work of philosophical storytelling. Despite countless expeditions, its existence has never been confirmed, yet Atlantis refuses to disappear. Perhaps because it represents something universal, the fear that even the greatest civilizations can fall. Thousands of years ago, along the fertile plains of the Indus River, one of humanity's most remarkable civilizations flourished. Its cities displayed careful planning, sophisticated engineering, trade that stretched across great distances, and yet its script remains undeciphered. its rulers remain unknown, its voice still silent. Sometimes, history is not lost because it disappeared. Sometimes, history is lost because we have forgotten how to read it. History often tells us how civilizations rise. Far less often, it explains why they fall. Around the end of the Late Bronze Age, great kingdoms collapsed across much of the eastern Mediterranean. Trade networks failed. Cities were abandoned or destroyed. Writing disappeared from some regions for generations. The causes remain the subject of ongoing research. Climate stress, conflict, economic disruption, migration. Perhaps no single explanation tells the whole story. The Bronze Age collapse reminds us that even advanced societies can be vulnerable when many pressures converge at once. Across continents, across languages, across thousands of years, people told stories of a great flood. Some remembered it as divine judgment, others as renewal, others simply as survival. Many flood traditions likely preserve memories shaped by local experiences with devastating floods. Some may reflect dramatic regional events at the end of the last ice age. Others developed independently as communities sought to explain nature's immense power. Whether history, memory, or myth, the flood became one of humanity's oldest shared stories. Not because every culture told exactly the same tale, but because water has always had the power to create and to destroy. 5 mysteries, 5 clues, 5 reminders that the past is rarely as simple as it first appears. The deeper we search, the more history seems to whisper the same invitation. Keep looking. Far out in the Pacific Ocean, more than 3,000 kilometers from the nearest continent, lies one of the most isolated inhabited islands on Earth, Rapa Nui, known to many as Easter Island. Here, nearly 1,000 monumental stone figures stand in silent testimony to an extraordinary people. The Rapa Nui carved these giants from volcanic rock using remarkable skill and determination. Many of the statues weigh several tons. Some tower over 10 meters high. Yet even today, their journey from quarry to ceremonial platform continues to inspire research and debate. Archaeologists have proposed several methods by which the statues may have been transported, including moving them upright with ropes in a rocking motion, a theory supported by experimental demonstrations. The engineering may be becoming clearer, but the achievement remains no less remarkable. Few structures have inspired more fascination than the Great Pyramid. For more than 4,000 years, it has stood against wind, sand, and time itself. Its precision has astonished engineers. Its scale continues to inspire visitors from every corner of the world. The question has never been whether human beings built it. They did. The mystery lies in understanding how such an extraordinary project was completed using the knowledge, organization, and technology available at the time. Decades of archaeological research have revealed remarkable insights. Evidence points to skilled workers, careful planning, innovative engineering, sophisticated logistics. Yet many details remain the subject of ongoing study. How were the largest stones positioned? How were such precise alignments achieved? Every new discovery brings us closer, while reminding us how extraordinary the achievement truly was. Perhaps the greatest mystery of the pyramid is not how impossible it seems. It is what determined people can accomplish when knowledge, cooperation, and vision come together. Sometimes, the most extraordinary answer is human ingenuity itself. Some mysteries are carved into stone, others are carried by the sea. The Bermuda Triangle has fascinated the world for generations. Stories of missing ships, vanished aircraft, and unexplained disappearances have become part of modern folklore. Books, documentaries, films. Countless theories have attempted to explain what happened within these waters. Some suggest unusual weather, powerful ocean currents, human error, equipment failure. Others imagine far more extraordinary possibilities. Yet after decades of investigation, no single mystery defines the Bermuda Triangle. Many individual incidents have plausible explanations. Others remain incomplete because the available evidence is limited. Perhaps the true mystery has never been the ocean itself. Perhaps it is our fascination with places where certainty begins to disappear. Human beings have always been drawn toward the unknown, toward distant horizons, dark forests, unmapped seas. Not because mystery gives us answers, but because mystery invites us to ask questions. The Bermuda Triangle reminds us that sometimes our greatest discoveries begin not with certainty, but with curiosity. Before there were kingdoms, before there were pyramids, before monuments reached toward the heavens, before stories were written, there were people. Not so different from us. They loved, they feared, they learned, they adapted, and above all, they wondered. Modern archaeology, genetics, and the fossil record continue to reveal an extraordinary story of human origins. Each discovery adds another page to a history that stretches back hundreds of thousands of years. But beyond the bones, beyond the tools, and beyond the artifacts lies something even more remarkable: curiosity. The spark that encouraged our ancestors to explore beyond the next hill, to cross rivers, to sail unknown waters, to map the stars, to build cities, to tell stories, to ask questions that no generation has fully answered. Perhaps every mystery we have explored, every monument, every civilization, every legend is not simply a story about the past. Perhaps they are chapters in the story of humanity itself. Not because every mystery is connected, but because every mystery was created, discovered, remembered, and passed on by people. And perhaps that is the greatest clue of all. 9 mysteries, 9 clues, 9 chapters of one extraordinary journey. We searched for answers in ancient ruins, beneath the oceans, across forgotten islands, and under endless skies. Yet every path has quietly led us back to ourselves. Throughout this journey, we searched for answers. We crossed deserts, explored forgotten cities, followed legends beneath the sea, stood before monuments that have watched thousands of years pass, and uncovered stories that continue to challenge our understanding of history. Some questions found evidence, others found possibility, many remain unanswered, and perhaps that is exactly as it should be, because mystery has never been the enemy of knowledge. It has always been its beginning. Every generation inherits questions. Some answer them, some leave them for those who follow. History is not a finished book. It is a conversation, one that stretches across thousands of years. Every discovery adds another page. Every unanswered question leaves space for another generation to explore. Perhaps that is why we continue searching, not because we expect every mystery to be solved, but because the search itself teaches us something about who we are. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors looked toward the horizon, wondering what lay beyond. Today, we still do. Only our horizons have changed. They stretch beyond our oceans, beyond our atmosphere, and into the stars. The tools have changed. The questions have not. Who are we? Where did we come from? What can we learn from those who came before us? And perhaps the most important question of all, what kind of world will we leave behind? Perhaps history is not simply the story of civilizations that rose and fell. Perhaps it is the story of curiosity itself, a story written not only by kings and queens, but by explorers, builders, teachers, artists, parents, children, by ordinary people who dared to ask extraordinary questions. The monuments we admire, the stories we remember, the mysteries we continue to investigate are all reminders that the human spirit has always reached beyond the limits of what it already knows. And that journey is far from over. We may never uncover every lost city. We may never solve every ancient mystery. We may never answer every question that history leaves behind. But perhaps that has never been the point, because every generation leaves behind its own mysteries. And one day, our cities, our stories, our discoveries may become the ancient history of someone else's future. So as this chapter of Echoes Beyond comes to an end, remember this: the past is not asking us to believe everything. It is asking us to remain curious, to keep learning, to question with honesty, to follow the evidence wherever it leads, and to never lose the sense of wonder that has carried humanity from its earliest footsteps to the edge of the stars. Because history is not just the story of those who came before us. It is the question we leave for those who come after. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the greatest mystery isn't what we've forgotten, it's what we have yet to discover.
the story ends here. Or does it? Thank you for watching Echoes Beyond. If you dare to go deeper, like, subscribe, and return, because some truths refuse to stay buried. The end.